There's something about the stillness of a shooting range early in the day, before the rhythm of shot fills the air, before the smell of powder settles in. There is a quiet that feels almost sacred, and that's where my day began. I pulled in just after the sun came up. The light was low, stretching long shadows across the lanes. It wasn't crowded yet, just a few dedicated shooters setting up, each in their own world. No rush, no noise, just intention. And that's exactly what I came here for. Not just to shoot, but to practice something deeper. Something I've been working to understand more every time I step onto the line. Issha Zetsumei, one shot, one life. Before I even loaded a single round, I paused, hands resting on the bench, eyes on the target downrange, 25 yards, a small circle in the distance. It's funny, when you look at it casually, it doesn't seem that far, but when you're aiming for precision, when you're chasing perfection, that distance grows. It demands respect. I reminded myself this isn't about how many shots I take today. It's about how I take each shot. One shot, one life. I laid everything out with purpose. Magazine, ammunition, my pistol, clean, balanced, familiar. There's a ritual to it, and that ritual matters. Because this mindset, Issha Zetsumei, it starts long before the trigger is ever pressed. It begins in preparation, in discipline, in respect for the process. Every motion slows down, nothing is rushed. Load the magazine, sit it firmly, check the stance, feet planted, shoulders relaxed, grip consistent. Even breathing becomes intentional. The first shot of the day always tells you something, not just about your aim, but about your mind. Brought up the sights, aligned them carefully, front sight crisp, rear sight slightly blurred, target just beyond. And then I pause, because this is where most people rush. This is where ego tries to step in. Just take the shot. But Issha Zetsumei demands something else. It asks you to let go. So I exhaled slowly, let the tension fall away, and pressed the trigger with deliberate control. One clean break. The shot echoed downrange. I didn't immediately look to see where it landed because in this practice, the result comes second. What matters first is the execution. As the session went on, something began to shift. The outside world faded, the noise, the other shooters, even time itself. It became just me, the pistol, and the process. This is what they call no mind. A state where you're not forcing anything, not overthinking, not chasing the bullseye. You're simply present. Each shot becomes its own moment, completely separate from the last, completely independent of the next. No frustration if a shot lands off center, no pride if it hits perfectly. Because ego is the enemy of consistency, and Issha Zetsumei teaches that clearly. You don't shoot to prove anything. You don't shoot to impress anyone. You shoot with sincerity, with full commitment, with total awareness. Every trigger press is the only one that exists. It's interesting how something as simple as shooting can reflect something much bigger. Because this mindset, it doesn't just apply here. One shot, one life. It's about how we approach everything, every decision, every action, every moment. Do we rush through it, distracted, divided, thinking about what comes next? Or do we give it our full attention, our full effort, as if it truly mattered? Because the truth is, it does. At the range, the target shows you instantly. It It doesn't lie, but in life, the feedback isn't always immediate. Still, the principle holds: focus, presence, commitment. Toward the end of my session, I slowed things down even more. Fewer shots, longer pauses. I wanted each round to count, not in score, but in discipline. The grip, the breath, side alignment, trigger press, no shortcuts. And something interesting happened. The tighter I focused on the process, the less I cared about the outcome. The better the shots became. Not because I was trying harder, but because I had let go of trying altogether. That's the paradox. Perfect doesn't come from forcing it, it comes from aligning everything: body, mind, and technique into one unified action. When I pack up my gear, the rage was louder now, more people, more movement. But internally, everything was still quiet. The calm you earn after a session like this, it stays with you. Because today wasn't just about hitting the target, it was about practicing a mindset. Issha Zetsumei. One shot, one life. A reminder that every moment deserves your full attention, your full presence, your full commitment. Not perfect results, but perfect effort. And maybe that's the real goal. Not just to become a better shooter, but to become more intentional in everything you do. Because at the end of the day, you only get one shot at each moment. Just one shot at each moment. Just like in life, you only have one life to live.
I think we did pretty good today.
You only have one life to spend with your loved ones. So take it with purpose. Take it seriously. God bless.